Hey people, it's Larry. The month of July is quickly approaching, and you know what that means? Just kidding, Artfight's about to start. If you've heard of Artfight before and you've been interested in joining but don't know how, or if this is the first time you're hearing about it, then this is the video for you. I'll be going over the basics you'll need to know to participate in Artfight, and if you're looking for a super in-depth video about every little detail, it's not here. I'm telling you right now, this ain't that video. This is all coming from someone who's participated only once, that being in 2025, so this video is made by a dummy for a dummy. And that means you. If you're looking for a particular part, or if you just want to rewatch something, here are the timestamps for everything. And without further ado, let's get started. Artfight is an annual art event spanning the entire month of July, where people gather to share art and create fan art for others. Each year, there are teams that people are randomly put into, and each team competes to get the most points. That being said, the main point of Artfight isn't actually to win, but rather to gift art to others. Something you should keep in mind though, if you're joining Artfight expecting to receive art rather than to give art, then this might not be the event for you. Don't get me wrong, it's awesome seeing someone draw fan art of your own character, but Artfight's supposed to be a giant art gifting event, so just keep that in mind. Not to mention, there's usually a buttload of people that'll be uploading their own characters too, so there's also a decent chance that your character won't even be seen or drawn. If that's an issue for you, then you might want to skip Artfight. But if you're still interested and want to know more, then it's time we talk about... There's an entire page on Artfight dedicated to the rules that you can look over, so I'll summarize some of the general things I think you should know. Be sure to check out the rules page itself for more detailed information. You have to be at least 13 years old to register, and you can't lie about your age. There are going to be some characters that aren't suitable for children, so don't even think about lying about your age unless you want to be banned. No hateful content. This should be obvious, but don't post anything hateful or discriminatory. Art that you upload must be your own, or art that you have explicit permission to use. You can't just find your favorite art piece you didn't make and pass it off as your own. No AI. This should also be obvious. You can plan or thumbnail art you plan to make before the event starts, but you cannot start the whole piece before July. This is so you don't try to submit a bunch of pre-made drawings to rack up lots of points for your team. You have to play fair. If you're gonna submit an attack, don't do it to disrespect another artist. No drawing someone's detailed character as a simple stick figure just so you can get points, and no drawing someone else's character in a disrespectful or inappropriate manner. If you don't like someone's work, just keep scrolling. Do not beg people to make art for you. It's weird, and no one is obligated to draw something if they don't feel like it. And finally, the most important rule, have fun with Artfight. This event is meant to bring a community of people together so we can all share silly and cool art with one another, so above all else, have fun making art, seeing other people's weird OCs, and maybe even making a few new friends along the way. Make sure you have a look over the rules page in case you want more information on something, or if you have another question about Artfight, because it'll likely be there. You can also ask a mod about anything if you're not sure. Now there is one point that I didn't mention, and that's tracing. Obviously, you can't just trace an art piece and call it a day, but Artfight has some additional rules for this. If you've searched up Artfight this month, then I'm sure you've seen all the videos about their tracing rules and how you can't even trace a custom-made 3D model or something, even though many professionals in the art field do this with their own work. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really look much further into their tracing rule since I myself don't trace when I draw, and I didn't really need to know much else about that rule. But if you're someone who traces bases or 3D models for drawing, I'd recommend checking out some other videos that cover that rule, or just going to Artfight's official Discord and looking on there for answers. I won't be covering all of that here because I just wanted to give you guys a general guide on how to participate in Artfight because I think the event is really fun. But with the general rules out of the way, now it's time to... For this video, I'll be using a dummy account that I created so you know exactly what it looks like when you start to make your own profile. Quick side note, only one account is allowed per person. Don't open up multiple accounts to try and get more points for your team. I'm only doing this for educational purposes. Also, as of this video being posted, the dummy account has been deleted, so please don't get mad at me, Artfight mods. So once you're on artfight.net, click on register on the top of the screen and fill out the necessary information. Easy peasy, account created. But now you might be asking, how do I make my profile look cool? How do I get GIFs and decorations for my bio? Well, to do that, my friends, first you want to navigate to the edit button on your profile, and then scroll down to profile description. This is the box where you'll put all your text and funky pictures and GIFs into. I'm sure you all can figure out the text part, just type something in, change the size, change the color, bada bing, bada boom. But to add pictures and GIFs, you'll either need to drag and drop an image into your box, or click on this icon right here to submit an image. You'll need the image's URL if you do this method. To do that, what I usually do is right-click the image and then select Open Image in New Tab. With the new tab open, copy the URL, paste it into the text box, and click Insert. Nice. One place in particular that I like to use for finding decorations and stuff is Tumblr. Just type in card graphics in the search bar and have fun looking for things to decorate your bio with. You can also change the size of an image by clicking on it, then clicking on the ruler icon to change the pixel width or height. And now your bio's looking a little cooler. Nice. Also, if you're wanting to change your profile picture, click on the tab that says user/site and you can upload your photo here. Feel free to explore the settings pages because there's a bunch of things you're able to change, such as image filters, as in what kinds of things you want to be able to see when browsing characters, what links you want to include on your profile for others to see, and character permissions, as in what you do and don't allow for when people draw your characters. Speaking of characters. So by now, you might want to post some of your own characters to your profile. And to do that, all you gotta do is click on the submit button on the top of the page and choose character. This page may seem a little daunting at first, but I promise it's really not that bad. Let's break it down. This is where you put the character's name and a little description of them. The description doesn't have to be anything too intensive. It can be lore if your character has any, or just a description of clothing if the art you post isn't full body, like what pants they're wearing. You can also choose to leave it blank if you want. The permissions box is basically the same as the character permissions box you saw earlier, but this one can be used for specific characters. For example, if you have your general permissions set to do not draw my characters happy, and you don't mind this character being drawn happy, you can put that here. The bottom two boxes down here for external link name and URL I personally never use, but if you have, say, some character information saved elsewhere and you want to link it, you can put that here. This area is for if your character needs a filter put on them, like if they're covered in blood or something. Things that require a filter include gore, body horror, nudity, suggestive themes, eye strain, and other sensitive content. If you're not sure if your character needs a filter, make sure to check out the filter guide before you submit a character. This area is where you put whether or not you created the character yourself, or if you got permission to use them. Make sure you're honest, cause lying may just get you banned. This area is, in my opinion, the most important one because this is where you submit your image of your character. The main image is where your full image goes, so your character sheet, full body, half body, or whatever you want people to look at when they draw your character. Don't worry about not being able to add multiple images because you have to upload the character first before you can add more, so just add the most important one here. The thumbnail image is of course the nice zoomed in image of your character so people scrolling can easily see their face. This last area is where you put descriptive tags for your character. This means that anyone that searches those tags will be able to filter for specific characters or traits, so if you drew a vampire, then make sure one of your tags is vampire. And after you've filled all that out, then you click Submit Character at the bottom. Yippee! And as an example, here's a look at my actual profile if you're curious. Now, what about submitting an attack? Well, lucky for you, it's very similar to how you'd submit a character plus a few different things. I don't have the page up since Artfight hasn't started yet, but I'll explain what's different. So when July starts and you're ready to submit an attack, there should be an additional option under Submit at the top of the screen. Something you'll need when posting an attack is the name of the person who created the character and the ID of what character you drew, and that can be found right next to the character's name. When I've found a character that I want to draw, what I usually like to do is preemptively save the character's ID and the original creator's name alongside their image I use as reference. That way, I don't have to worry about scavenging for their ID and I can immediately go to submitting when the drawing's done. You can also add additional characters to this attack if you drew multiple people, and you'll need all their information as well. Also on the attack screen, you'll be asked to categorize your attack into a particular type of art. For example, if you drew something, you'll have to choose if it was full body, half body, or a bust. It'll also ask things like if it's just a sketch, if it's simple coloring, so on and so forth. There are also other mediums you can choose from, like 3D models, crafts, and animations. There's also an option called Polish, which basically means you went above and beyond in making the attack as good as you could possibly make it. The attack screen is pretty clear in what it's asking for, but make sure to check out the attack guide page on the website if there's something you're not sure of. This is probably a good time to also mention friendly fires and revenges. Friendly fire means that your submission is based off a character of someone who's in your team, and a revenge is when you make a submission in response to someone else drawing one of your own characters. Make sure to categorize your submissions properly if you're doing either of these. Keep in mind that you can't submit huge files though. Your file has to be at or below 5 megabytes, so make sure to compress it if it's too big. Basically the rest of what's on the attack page is the same as the character submission page, I'm pretty sure, like name, optional description, insert image and thumbnail, content warning, etc. Once you've properly categorized your attack and you're about to submit, there's going to be a pop-up that lets you review everything you selected along with an estimated point score. Please make sure you've answered everything honestly. And once you've fully submitted the attack, the other person will be notified. Now that you know how to submit a character and attack, let's see how to actually... Artfight recently added a new discovery feature where you can search for users, characters, or attacks. If you don't want to do that, you can also navigate to members, recent attack submissions, recent character submissions, a random character, a random user, or tag search. Choose whichever one works best for you. For me personally, I like to go to the homepage and click on recent characters, then scroll through to find ones that I like. And once you've found a character you want to save, you can either click this little icon here or click on their image. You'll see a bookmark button show up, and all you gotta do is click on that, choose if you want to add notes, give them priority in your list, or organize them in a folder, then click Bookmark Character, Lemon Squeezy. To access your bookmark characters, go to your profile dropdown on the top right and click on Bookmarks. Bookmarked characters will go into an unorganized folder by default, but you can organize things by creating folders if you want. So now you've got a character posted and some other characters bookmarked for you to draw. That's really all you need to get started on Artfight. This last bit of the video isn't anything else that you'd really need for the event, but it is a question I had when I first joined Artfight in 2025, and that is... And the answer to that is... nothing. They don't actually need anything. When you're scrolling through Artfight, you might see some characters with some deep lore and backstory, which might make you think that your own character needs that too, but that isn't true. If you really want, you can just post random characters with no permissions, no descriptions, no nothing other than a picture. There is no requirement that says your character needs to have some sick lore or anything. Sure, it can help a stranger better understand your character for drawing purposes, but you really don't need it if you don't want to put it. So don't feel bad if your own character doesn't have some super interesting lore or whatever, and heck, I'm pretty sure you don't even need to post characters to participate. I personally like to give some lore to my own characters, but if you don't want to do that for yours, then that's cool too. Last but not least, if there are some of you out there that want to make an OC but don't know where to start, I've been posting shorts with various prompts that you can use if you want to. Here's the themes I've posted so far, and here's the prompts I made. Feel free to pause if you want to read them. But now you're ready to participate in Artfight. Woohoo! I hope that this video was helpful to someone. If you're planning on doing Artfight this year, let me know in the comments. Or if you're planning on just spectating, let me know if you're looking forward to it. I know there's already a bunch of Artfight tutorial videos out there, but I figured I'd try and add my 2 cents also. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe, please and thanks. I'd really appreciate it. I've got some fun stuff planned for later, so I hope I'll see you all there. Okay, that's all from me. Until next time. Bye bye.